Hey guys, what's up? My name's Vic Taylor and welcome to another Black Ops video. Today I'm going to be bringing you some domination on firing range where I end up going 42-5 and I do hope you enjoy it. To start off with, I would like to thank all the people who have come over from Mikey's or YouTube Dude's channel recently. He ran a competition, if you remember, a little while ago. I entered a video where I talked about sex basically. I didn't mean to when I set out on it, but that is going to be linked in the description if you hadn't seen it. I was quite happy with that video. And I won, which is just, it was kind of out of this world, because I was looking through my sub box for an interesting video, because I watch everything in my sub box, which is a little bit daunting sometimes, but I was looking through and I saw competition winner on his video title and I was like, oh well, there's disappointment because I don't really think it's going to be me because I don't have HD or widescreen, but I'm going to watch it and I'm really happy for the person who won and I'll go sub to them and check out their videos and everything. And then I saw in the description as I clicked on it, Vic Taylor, and I was like, what? No, I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm just going to watch the video and I'm not going to get my hopes up. He might just be, listing the top 3 or whatever, but no. I won and I honestly could not get the smile off my face. I was kind of bouncy for the rest of the day and I ran around telling everyone. And it sounds sad, yes, but I've people in real life around me and everything, they know that I do this, they know that it's really fun. Most of them are into gaming as well, but I was really happy about that, and I would like to give a big thank you to Mikey and also a big thank you to all the guys who have come over from his channel and subbed to me. You guys are awesome and I hope you stick around for a long time. It's awesome having people like you guys. I've been chatting to a few of you and that's basically my big thing. If you're new to this channel, my big thing is interacting with you guys. It is playing, talking, it is sending messages, it is talking in comments and all that stuff. And one thing you'll learn is that I do not snipe well. If you've come over from Mikey's channel, you'll probably be used to quite a good sniping. You won't get that here, you'll just get me failing repeatedly, which, oh dear, I'm not a good sniper, I have to admit. But again, thank you, I really do appreciate it. But what I'm going to be talking about today is people being scared of teenagers. And don't worry, I'm not going to be listing the ways to steal old ladies' handbags and beat people up or whatever, because that's just out of order. You don't beat up defenceless people. And I do list old people as defenceless because they're old. That's probably going to be kind of rude and uncalled for, but I really don't like the ideas of stealing from old people and people who just can't fight back. It's a bit shit, isn't it? But I've gone through a lot of times in my life where just because I was a teenager or I just had a hoodie on, I looked apparently threatening, people did not want to be near me. Old people and generally people in general. Like I was out in public and they did not want to be near me because I had a hoodie on. Now granted, I live in quite a bad area. I mean, it's not the bad area in America, like the hood and the gangs and everything is not that bad, but we've had lots of knife crime over here. We actually had 2 schools going at it and having organised knife fights. The backstory to that was 2 kids from my school, they must have been about 14, 15, I was 14 at the time, they stabbed and killed a boy from another school. I don't know the backstory to that, I don't know the reason behind it, but it's quite a while ago, so I feel comfortable about talking about it. And that school, that area, obviously wasn't happy about it. Our 2 kids actually went to prison, juvie, whatever you want to call it, and it didn't end there. You would think, 2 gone to prison, 1 killed. These people, we were hormonal teenagers and we wanted revenge. So there were organised knife fights, there were people getting stabbed and killed, and it all went completely and utterly out of control. So that's the backstory for my area. To be perfectly honest, when you say it like that and you hear it, it's perfectly logical that no one would want to be near us. But I had the whole thing of, for example, walking around a big shopping centre, and one of the shopping attendants, I don't know if you use that term over in America, but one of the people minding the shop, they used to follow me round and make sure that I didn't steal anything. Which I thought at the time is absolutely hilarious. Now they've stopped doing it because I'm a bit older. I look about 20 even though I'm almost 18. But it was just so funny and I enjoyed leading them around the shop and then losing them in, quote marks, because I would just dodge behind a shelf. They'd lose me, and I would love seeing them panic. And this is probably putting me across as quite a sadistic person, but I promise I'm not most of the time. But it was hilarious to just see them panic about losing me, and they were obviously thinking that I was going to steal something, which is brilliant. I mean, I don't know whether anyone has ever shoplifted or anything, but I've never done that in a big way. I mean, I think there was one chocolate coin at one point, but I don't really think that counts, to be perfectly honest. And it was just hilarious, and I don't know, I'm quite helpful, sounds a little bit arrogant, but when I see an old lady trying to cross the street or whatever, I offer to help and everything. And the way that the people just lean away from me, it's almost comical. They just slowly lean their upper body away from me, as if I'm going to pull out a knife or a gun and attack them. And I understand the way of, being scared for your life and everything, because there is a teenager in a hoodie bearing down on you, but it makes me sad. It makes me sad face, because I don't get the point. I do not understand. And I'm not taking those care packages because they are not mine. That is also something that I have put across quite strongly in my channel. Do not take what is not yours. Yeah, I believe that's a commandment. I forget the exact wording. Thou shalt not steal or something. I don't really get the language in the Bible. I guess it's old language, but wouldn't you want language that you actually understand? I'm getting off on a tangent, I do apologise, but yeah, if you didn't know, I'm Christian, but I'm not going to force my ideals down your throat. I get really annoyed when people force their religious, or any view really, down your throat and expect you to believe it. I get really pissed off and annoyed. Just believe whatever the fuck you want. Just because I believe something, for instance, doesn't make it right, doesn't mean you have to believe it. I don't know. Basically, humanity sucks. That is what you're going to find with me. I am cynical until the cows come home. Humanity sucks, and nothing is ever going to get any better. To put it across pointedly and very mildly, to be honest. But yeah, the whole thing about old people being scared of teenagers, and just that whole thing. I mean, my school lives, or my old school rather, I'm not in school anymore, but it was right across from a shopping centre, and we got banned from there because we were going in there at lunchtime or whatever to buy food, and we were scaring away the people who are the adults who were shopping in there. I just find that bad and hilarious at the same time. I don't know. It's the human race. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to in the end. Just the human race sucking balls. It does it so well. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay and this commentary. Thank you to all the new guys who have subscribed. I hope you don't mind me rambling. I do it so often. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.